Welcome and thank you for joining with me in this fourth and final week of our Bible month on Mark's Gospel. This week we're looking at Mark 13 and our subtitle is Be Watchful. Diana Middleditch is our preacher, and this passage that we're looking at and this subject actually loops us back again to week 1 with those words that we had from Daniel chapter 7 about the coming of the Son of Man. So I pray that you've been blessed by these 4 weeks that we've spent together. Let's not get ahead of ourselves though. We've still got this final week to do. But I pray it has been a blessing to you as we've gone through Mark's Gospel. Yes, the shortest Gospel, but my goodness, it's packed with goodness, packed with insight, packed with wisdom. And I hope that in doing so, that you've become a deeper and more committed disciple of Jesus Christ. So be blessed as we spend this time together in Mark's Gospel. Amen.
Reading from Mark, chapter 13, verses 24 to 37. But in those days, following that distress, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. At that time, men will see the Son of Man coming in clouds with great power and glory, and he will send his angels and gather his elect from the 4 winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of the heavens. Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see these things happening, you know that it is near, right at the door. I tell you the truth, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. No one knows about the day or the hour, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Be on guard, be alert. You do not know when that time will come. It's like a man going away. He leaves his house and puts his servants in charge, each with his assigned task, and tells the one at the door to keep watch. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know when the owner of the house will come back, whether in the evening or at midnight, or when the cock crows, or at dawn. If he comes suddenly, do not let him find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to everyone, watch. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Amen.
Good morning. I was going to say this morning that what a wet and miserable day it is. But of course, when you actually watch this, it may not be. The sun may have come out again. We can only just wait, be watchful, and be prepared for whatever the weather may throw at us. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not very good at these things. I'm not very patient. I certainly don't like waiting. But apparently, if you live to over 70 years of age, you will probably spend about 3 years of your life waiting for all sorts of things. We wait for the summer months. We wait for winter to arrive. We wait for those results from any examinations we may have taken. We wait perhaps for a promotion at work. And as parents, we are always waiting. We're waiting for our child's first step. We're waiting for their first words. We're waiting for every little landmark that our children pass as they grow up. And we wait and we watch and we help prepare them. There are other people, of course, that may be waiting and watching in fear and in apprehension. I just want you to imagine being in London in November on a dark evening many years ago. There are people crowded round a radar screen, and they're watching and they're waiting with fear. And then their fears are realised. The screen is all of a sudden filled with incoming aircraft. They seem to be coming in all directions, and they are very fearful. They press the button that sounds off the siren that goes off all over London. The siren is telling people to be awake, wake up, disaster is coming, the planes are coming, the bombs are coming. Wake up, be watchful, get alert, run, don't fall asleep. This is no time for sleeping. In fact, it's time to run, it's time to take shelter. Other times we wait with great pleasure and glee. When I was a young girl, my sister and I used to always look forward to our aunt and uncle, and of course our cousins, coming to stay for a fortnight in the summer. We would wait with great expectation, because their arrival meant that fun was going to happen, that we would start being able to play games with more children. We would have more people to talk to, share our secrets with, do all those things that children get up to in those halcyon summer months. So my sister and I are very excited, and we're watching. Our noses are pressed up against the window panes, awaiting their arrival. We're waiting for their car to arrive, and we're being very, very watchful. Here comes a car. Oh no, that's not the right colour. Another one goes by, and another one. But then, yes, this is their car. They've arrived. They've pulled onto the drive. Francis and I run down the stairs with great excitement, passing the living room, where we notice our father is asleep. Wake up, we shout to Dad. They're here. I don't think he was actually as excited as we were about the arrival of these guests. But anyway, we open the door, we rush down the drive, and we greet them. Now we know that the fun is going to begin. We can start enjoying this fortnight of all of us together playing as children do. As I grew older and my father became quite elderly, he came to live with me for the last 3 or 4 years of his life. Now he was perfectly capable of making his own lunch, making his own cups of tea, getting toast, biscuits, whatever he may require. But what he wasn't good at was tidying up after himself. The kitchen would be left in all sorts of states of untidiness. Now, after many a cross word for me when I would come home from work, he cottoned on to the idea that I usually got home about 6 o'clock. Now, if he'd done all his chores by 6 o'clock, all would be well. But sometimes I came home early and he was not prepared, and I would catch him out. I would catch him asleep in the chair because he had not been prepared for me to come home at that time. Now, we do not want to be caught out like my father. And as it says in the passage from Mark read today, watch, therefore, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming, in the evening, at midnight, at the crowing of the rooster, or in the morning, lest come suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say to you, I say to all, watch. It is important for us to remind ourselves of our call to be alert. The judgment that fell on the temple is a foretaste. According to other passages of the New Testament, the judgment that will fall on the world is the same. And at this time there will be no sign, and there will be no advance warnings. Just the ongoing command to be faithful, to be God's people in faith, not to be compromising with the standards and the fashions of today, but to keep watching. As Paul again says, for the day to dawn in those light, the dim flickering candles of the present age will be needed no more. Some of the greatest figures in the Bible, they had to wait. We look at Abraham, Joseph, Moses, and David. They all had to wait many years for God's promises to be fulfilled. and everything that happened to them in the meantime was used to prepare them, inwardly and also outwardly. Then when they reached promise, they were blessed beyond means. God invites us to trust in his goodness today and his faithfulness tomorrow. So while we are waiting, we should also remember that we are waiting for Jesus. We're waiting for his return. Jesus is to come back to earth one day, and we have to stay alert. We have to be ready. We have to be prepared for his return. We don't know when that will be, but we can all be ready by giving our hearts to God and following Jesus. So we wait. We watch. We continue in God's work, not giving in to fear, but watchful, always for breaking open into something new and wonderful, and keeping our hearts open to welcome and embrace what he has in store for us. So be watchful, be alert, and be prepared. Amen.
Thank you for joining with us in this time that we've spent together. I remind you, of course, that the videos are there for you to watch, to go through the 4 weeks. The Worship at Home sheets are available for you as well, just to ensure that you are deeply immersed in this wonderful gospel and this time that we've been able to spend together. But now just some final words of blessing to close. May God the Father clothe us in light, the light of Jesus Christ. And may Jesus Christ teach us his ways. And may the Holy Spirit keep us alert and prepared for the coming day of the Lord. Amen. Be blessed.